Do you not value head at all? Be their meat shield right now. Day-to-day work, salaries, paycheck to paycheck, poverty, working class. Ah! Welcome back everyone, my name is Yu, and today we are going to be starting Canto 2. Finally, it has been a while for me. I haven't done much in a while. But yeah, as you can see, there's why are you lagging? Chill. Sinclair, the middle little brother. Holy hell, the purple looks nice. Okay. I mean, I have a pretty nice Sinclair now, so I don't think I need to pull for Sinclair, technically. Also, I don't know how many pulls I have. I have 3,500. Let's see. Damn. The chains, though. Holy hell. Okay, so we got this one. Is there anyone else? No. Just this one. And there's Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Damn, huh? This is a completely different vibe. Is she fighting with blood? Looks like blood. The manager of La Manchaland. Okay. Wishing chair. Cairn. It's like chair. She looks like a Maki roll or something. Oh, that. Damn. That's a season 1. Teth. What does Teth mean? These when they mutate. And that's the one that was in the banner not long ago. Season 5. Okay. Oh, well. Let's actually see what we have in consumables. You can 1 to 3 ego shards of random sinners. Well, if it's random, let's just activate. Okay, Sinclair and Don Quixote. God damn it. Okay, I'm not using Komi's gift. I ain't using it. Raise an identity's up to tier 4. Or raise ego's threshold. Okay, so for leveling up, for stamina, Season 1 identity, Season 2 identity, and Season 1 ego. I don't know what to choose from these. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments which ones are good that I can pick. You can definitely look at them, but I guess I'll look at them later when you guys tell me which ones are good. Maybe. So for now, I'll just leave them alone. And before we go into Canto 2, I was actually told that there was some sort of diary that Dante writes after every canto. And I actually really enjoy that kind of storytelling. Because it's not just a summary of what we went through, it also gives us a glimpse of the character, our MC, and their inner thoughts. One of my favorite games ever is Metro series. And MC there is silent throughout the game, but between the missions, we get like a glimpse of his voice, of his personality a bit. Sometimes he just describes the mission of what we're gonna do, the situation that we're currently in, our plans or something like this, but sometimes his personality shines through, and that's really interesting detail, and I have that association from my childhood. And I'm like, okay, I think like this is a very good idea. Like this is a very cool thing. So seeing something similar to that here, it's pretty cool. So I'm excited to see. And I was also wondering, like, where we have that Sinners, we have an announcer. I'm like, what do you mean announcer? What does announcer do? We don't hear any voices here, except well. Here. But that's just characters talking. There's no announcer here, so I'm guessing the theater is going to have an announcer. So we have prologue, episode 0. Oh wait, we can revisit the story. Ooh, okay. I stood in the middle of a black forest. My reasons and past all lost to me. All I had was a clock that replaced my head and a bus that emerged from the woods. I was given the role of manager. My guide instructed me to find a branch of gold, to which my head nodded. Unknowingly, I walked face first into one of nightmares. So is that it? Is it, choose a scene you'd like to view? I guess that's it. Because if I enter here... What a nice city, what a nice view, huh? This is just gonna be a scene from the... Yeah, this is just a scene, yeah, we don't need that. Just making sure. So what do you have with identities here? Identity archive. And all the languages here. And these are the sprites that I haven't seen actually. So his son looks very young here. He doesn't even look like himself. These are mock shots from where they were arrested. Yeah, they all look very, very different. Look at Rodya. Raskol. Damn, she looks fabulous. What the heck? Look at the dress. I'll see, be a sinner. Okay. Chatter. Okay. Different identities. And Detour is like... Huh. Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Chicken. I guess that's it. I guess there's nothing more for me to see here. Okay, so if I missed something, just do tell me no, because I don't see anything, and I don't see why we need an announcer at all.
직접 싸워보질 않았어.
Because Dante doesn't say nothing. Dante doesn't have a voice.
이 쓰잘데기 없는 일거리를 나마저 해.
Well, whatever. Okay, let's just go into Canto 2. Ooh, man. So purple and stuff. I do wonder whose Canto this is going to be. Because I have heard that Canto 2 is the worst Canto of them all. It's not bad, but when you compare it to all the others, it's not as great. It pales in comparison from what I have heard. So I am going to head into this with low expectations, just so I can walk out of this Canto feeling like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought, it's actually pretty good, you know? But I'm so curious which one of the sinners got, like, the worst Canto based on the opinions of the fandom. So, let's go! Let's just get into it. Long overdue. The bus wasn't all that lively. I could hear Rodia's occasional quips, or Heathcliff starting pointless quarrels with someone, probably Don Quixote or Sinclair, and Ryushu demanding a source of heat to light her cigarette, having run out of lighter fluid. Amidst the grips and disorder, Gregor was pretty much the only sinner I could rely on to willingly turn the mood around. Yeah. How are you feeling, my boy? But now he was one of the quietest. He was just staring out through the window, seemingly lost in deep thought. Just a sigh. One thing was for sure. If anyone were to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it'd be Vergilius. Yeah! Fuck Vergilius! Who said that? The road to the Golden Bow was an awfully arduous one, putting us on the brink of death, and some past that, several times, not to mention the occasions when we almost ended up unemployed. Yet Vergilius refused to see from our perspective. Given the circumstances, it's only natural for our sinners to be palpably disgruntled. Tired of the silent treatment, Ishmael spoke up.
이제 다음 장소는 어디인지 정도는 말해줘야 되는 거 아닌가요?
Couldn't you tell me where our next destination is now, at least?
실례했군.
Sorry about that.
너희에게 임무를 설명해줄 가치가 있을지 고민하던 참이었어.
I was wondering whether briefing the mission to you miscreants would be worth the effort.
나 서운해지려고 해. 기대에 못 미치는 자식일수록 더 품어야 된다는 거 몰라?
You're hurting me with your cold shoulder. Don't you know that kids falling behind need more love?
간곡히 부탁하건대 이번만큼은 망신을 시켜주지 않으면 좋겠어.
And let me plead to you not to embarrass me this time.
오합지졸을 데리고 소풍 가는 교사로 보이고 싶진 않으니까.
I shouldn't want to look like a teacher taking a bunch of grade schoolers out for a picnic.
특히 우리 로지온에겐 기대가 더욱 커. 이번엔 훌륭한 가이드가 되어줄 수도 있을 것 같으니까.
I have high hopes for you in particular, Rodion. You might make a good guide for this trip. Oh no. Why is that, huh?
내가 대단하다는 건 알고 있지만 모르는 곳까지 가이드하기에는.
I know I'm a big deal, but I don't know I can be a guide for a place I don't know.
걱정 마. 익숙하다 못해 친숙한 곳일 테니.
No worries. We're heading to a location you should be more than familiar with. No. No! Don't tell me! Don't tell me that this Canto, which is considered to be the worst Canto, is the Canto of my baby girl.
돈에 잠길 수도 말라 죽을 수도 있는 환락의 둥지.
A nest of hedonism where you can drown in money or be drained of everything you have.
제이사다.
J-Corps. Oh, she looks disturbed by that. Okay, some people in the comments have briefly educated me on the novels that the characters have been inspired by. And turns out I actually have read some of them. I just didn't know them by name because I read them in other languages, translated. not in English, so I wasn't familiar with the English versions. But turns out that I actually do know some of them. And Rodya turns out to be Crime and Punishment, which is Dostoevsky's novel. And as we know, after watching the trailers and knowing that she was based on Crime and Punishment, I understand that there was a certain crime that she committed. a pretty big crime that she is coping with, or trying to cope with. And by the looks of it, it looks like that crime was committed within J Corp, or at least the territory of the J Corp. So it seems like Virgilius. It seems like this journey is, gonna open some old wounds for Rodya here. Oh, great. Even Rodya has gone quiet now.
뭐 이참에 한탕 두둑하게 챙겨보는 것도 나쁘지 않겠지.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad to win big while we're at it.
야, 도착하면 아무나 깨워라.
Oi! Someone wake me up when we were there.
공교롭게도 이번엔 지부 앞까지 모셔다 두진 못하게 되었습니다, 손님.
Coincidentally, the bus will be unable to take you right to the branch building this time, dear passenger.
결혼 정차.
Karon, park it. Are we gonna leave her behind?
결혼
Karon.
정차가 뭐야?
Well, I guess we're not parking, buddy. We ain't stopping. What's park?
멈추란 뜻이다.
It means stop.
멈추는 건 빨간색. 카론이 맛없어 하는 빨간색.
Stop. Stops are red. Red tastes bad to Kara.
Ooh. Virgilius just caught a stray. Ooh. She called you ugly. She called your red eyes ugly. Ooh. I guess we're stopping now. Grumbling, Karon hit the brakes without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first into the seats ahead, and flinging others off theirs. I was, of course, powerless against the inertia. A cacophony of complaints and shouts erupted. Although I didn't get to hear the sinners' ramblings in clear detail. I'm willing to bet a good half of them were profanities, so maybe I'm better off not knowing.
힘이 넘치는 건 좋군. 내려.
Good to see you all are full of energy. Now out.
목적지까지는 한참 남았던데. 아, 택시를 불러줄 건가요?
Oh, you privileged sweetheart. Oh, the destination still seems rather far. Are you going to call a taxi for us?
파우스트 씨가 자세히 설명해 주겠지만 이번엔 지난번 임무와는 많은 차이가 있을 겁니다. 단테.
Don't be so mean to my boy. You just ignored him. You poor sweet little boy. As Miss Faust will explain in detail, this mission is going to be quite different from our last, Dante.
왜냐하면 이번엔 황금가지를 탈환해야 할 곳은
This is because the location of the Golden Bow
카지노의 기아니까.
is in the underground of the casino. Oh. So you're telling me we'll have to infiltrate the casino, which probably has a bunch of security. surely we can like talk to them and convince them that, oh, look, we kinda we're your neighbors. We came to do a bit of cleanup, you know, like get rid of some work for you guys. Like, if you just let us go underground in the, you know, the L Corps facility. Although actually, well, I was thinking, like, I've heard that most of the golden bows are like still located in the abandoned L Corporation's facilities. But I wonder, like, there's probably some people have already got their hands on these, and if it's underground the casino, does it mean that there's a L Corp building, facility underneath the casino, or does it mean that casino already is in the possession of it? If it is in the possession of the Golden Bow, then it's gonna be, way more difficult, let's just say.
설마 저 골목 한가운데에 있는 번쩍번쩍한 건물들인가?
Do you mean to tell us that it's among the brightly lit buildings standing at the center of the street?
그래, 저것들 중 하나다.
That's right. It's one of those.
지난번 잠입했던 로보토미 지부는 오랫동안 방치된 곳이었죠.
The lobotomy branch facility we infiltrated last time was one that had been neglected for quite a while.
그럼 그게 특수한 경우였다는 뜻인가요?
So you mean that was an exception?
이렇게 보면 머리를 굴릴 줄 아는 직원이 없는 것도 아닌데 이전 작전은 왜 그렇게 무참하게 망쳤을까?
The back in the comments are going crazy. See, it's times like this that remind me our team doesn't necessarily lack critical thinkers. It really does make me wonder how you managed to blunder your previous mission even more. Look, I questioned that myself, actually, you know. I still question why everyone was just standing there watching Gregor having a mental breakdown. You know, now that you mention it, I feel like we are in the wrong here.
방금 가지는 많은 기술이 응축된 강력한 에너지원이다.
The golden bow is a potent energy source, holding the essence of many technological marvels.
강한 에너지는 자연스럽게 돈과 사람들을 불러오고 순식간에 그 위에 문명이 생겨버리지.
Such fountains of energy will attract flows of wealth and people, and in no time a whole civilization is built on top of it. Are you telling me that some golden bows are used as a building block for an entire civilization? And so taking the golden bow would be like taking an ancient relic, practically, or a source of energy that has been free for them this entire time. Yeah, this might be a bit of a problem.
그렇기에 이후로 방문할 곳도 다른 집단들이 자리를 메우고 있을 가능성이 크죠.
That makes sense then. So they basically took over those lobotomy corporation facilities and, yeah, reconstructed them. That makes sense. Therefore, it's likely that future destinations will have been occupied by other factions and their structures.
또한 카지노 외에 온갖 곳들을 방문해야 한다는 뜻이기도 합니다.
Which, in turn, indicates that we should be prepared to visit a wide variety of venues in addition to this casino.
처음 임무는 비교적 쉬운 편이었다는 뜻이기도 하지. 멋들어지게 실패해버렸지만
It also means that your first mission was a relatively easy one. Yet you still somehow snatched defeat from wide open maws of success. Listen, they were open, but it means that anyone could have taken them, okay? Anyone could have. We're just under-leveled, which, by the way, I need to level my characters a bit. Does he usually hold grudges that long? And does he have anything else that's that long? Just asking for a friend. Got it.
모르지. 단테나 우리나 봤던 기간은 별반 차이가 없으니까.
Don't ask me. We haven't known him much longer than you have. Roger, don't spill the beans in front of him.
뭐라 그랬지? 림버스 컴퍼니에 입사한 걸 환영한다. 나는 안내자
The impression.
베르길리우스라고 하지. 라면서?
And what he say again? Something like, "Welcome to Limbus Company. I'm your guide, Vergilius," and all that.
방금 되게 잘 따라하지 않았어?
A pretty good impression, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll give you the props. Yeah. Pretty good.
그러고 보니 무게를 엄청 잡긴 했지. 입사하자마자 퇴직원을 내도 되는지 물어볼 뻔했다니까.
Hold on, I feel like I need to hold something in my mouth when I voice him. Do I have something to hold in my mouth? Nah, sure. You gave his authoritative tone down to a T, I'll give you that. I had to hold myself back from asking if I could resign right after joining. I get the feeling the rest of you thought the same.
무슨 소리요? 그것은 역사적인 날이었지. 특색 해결사 붉은 시선의 부름을 받는다는 건
Okay, so there are actually sinners that admire him. Good to know. Nonsense! 'Twas a day to go down in history. Beckoned by the Red Gaze himself. Truly, there is no honor greater than a collar addressing your.
그래도 한 명 정도는 팬이 있었나 봐.
Huh. I guess he does have a fan after all. Yeah, I remember now something about the colors. Color. So does that mean there are other, like, color gazes? Or maybe they have something else glowing? I don't know.
그러게나 말이야.
True that. Man. I love these two so much. They're my faves. With their spirits lifted, Rode and Gregor began to chuckle.
다들 말이 필요 이상으로 많군. 버스 안에서의 세 번째 규칙을 만들고 싶게 하진 않았으면 좋겠는데.
That's more talking than necessary. I really do not wish there to be an impetus behind a third rule for this bus ride.
아, 그 직원들끼리 상사 욕 좀 할 수 있지. 되게 째째하네.
Come on, give the employees some room to badmouth their boss. You're being totally petty.
다음엔 째째한 내가 듣지 못하는 곳에서 해줬으면 좋겠어.
That's what I was saying. Like, they just start shit talking right in front of him. Like, come on. Like, he doesn't understand what I'm saying. I can do that, but you guys can't. That's my special privilege.
Next time, do it out of earshot.
난 보기보다 상처를 잘 봤거든.
I'm more fragile than I look, you see.
다들 이만 하차하지. 이번엔 부디 황금가지를 든 채로 만나게 되면 좋겠군.
Right, time to get up and at it. I sure hope you come back with a golden bow in your hands this time.
이번에도 실패하면 어떻게 할 건데?
And if you bug it twice.
혹시 모르지. 카론이 갑자기 개폐 버튼을 잊어버려서 문이 안 열리게 된다던가?
Who knows? Caron might suddenly forget what button to press to open the door for you.
버튼 빨간색. 맛없는 색이야.
You caught us stray again, Vergilius. Not a good look for you. Not a good look for you.
Button red. 야기 color.
이것은 미친놈.
You're one deft bloke.
네, 뭐.
Out, hung. I actually know that word. That means exit.
네모가 뭔데?
And that means...
내리자 머저리들 이란 뜻이다.
Short stand for useless idiotic travelers. Go and abscond now. Her and her acronyms. Heathcliff glared at Ryushu, insults welling up in his throat, only to then expel a loud sigh. Good for you to show some restraint. He resigned uncharacteristically, as if he came to the realization that killing her wouldn't solve anything. Yeah, I should just come back anyway. What's the point in that? Alright, a pretty lengthy introduction so far, and as I'm assuming the cantos will get longer and longer and longer. Yeah, so before we actually get into battle, into any kind of battle, let's just level up my boys real quick. I just level them up. Level 40, damn. I don't actually have that many. Hold up. Gotta be resourceful. Let's get you to 25 for now. I guess. You gotta distribute them equally, you know? I'm a good manager. Okay. Now I have to level you up as well. 5 to you. Let's level you up too. I like you. Yeah, I feel like 25 is fine for now. Relatively. I don't have that many anyway. So, Faust as well. Alright. Almost gonna give you too much. Although, you know, maybe I do have favorites, you know? Who knows? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, right? Who else am I picking with me? Who else is gonna with me? I guess I'll take you. 24, that's fine. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's continue. Why do I have a why do I have a mark here? When was it? Event open. Oh. Okay, never mind. It's open, but I cannot do anything about it. Alright, let's continue. There's a book and a sword. Okay, I guess when there's a book, there's just dialogue, there's a scene. There's a sword, it means there's gonna be a battle. Okay. Let's get to it then. So, there's only 5 slots. Sure.
흙으로 돌아가지 못하리라.
돌아가지 못하리라.
계획을 설명드리죠.
Ooh, okay. It looks like it has a vibe of a Chinatown, you know? Interesting, okay, I did not expect that kind of vibe. You know what? Okay, it suits the vibe of the identity of a Don Quixote identity that was on the banner not long ago. That looked like a mafia boss eating ramen or something. Maybe she was like from this G corporation or something. That identity.
Allow me to give a rundown of the plan.
황금가지에 도달하기 위해서 최우선이 되어야 할 건 전원 카지노 무사 잠입입니다.
Our primary objective is to infiltrate the casino unsuspected. It will be critical for the successful recovery of the Golden Bow.
Something tells me our plan is gonna go to shit. Okay, so we are planning to do it under their noses. Because otherwise... Pawn Avenue, yeah? So I'm guessing it is gonna be like some sort of Yakuza stuff going on.
저희가 알아낸 정보에 의하면 입구는 총 3개가 존재해요.
According to the information we've acquired, the casino has 3 entrances.
일반 손님들이 출입하는 문과 VIP들만 이용 가능한 전용 통로. 마지막으로는 직원들이 이용하는 뒷문.
One for ordinary visitors, one reserved for VIPs, and lastly, the back door used by employees.
저희는 각 입구에 한 조씩.
We'll split into 3 groups of 4 sinners to cover each entrance. 4 of us will disguise as groupies, 4 will pose as guests, and 4 will play the role of VIPs.
Okay, so we're gonna be role-playing. that sounds like fun.
확실히 집단으로 다닐수록 눈에 띄지.
Working in small groups will certainly draw less attention.
무리 짓는 것보단 흩어지는 것이 적당하오.
It is wiser to divide than unite.
누가 어떤 역할을 맡을지는 나눠드린 봉투를 열어서 확인하세요.
Open the envelopes I gave out to confirm the role you've been assigned.
Okay, but can I... Who would I be considered as with my clock head? Like, I feel like I'd be pretty recognizable.
그리고 이번 작전에서마저도 황금가지 탈환에 실패할 경우
Also, the higher-ups expressed concern over our performance.
앞으로의 계획에 큰 차질이 생길 거라는 윗선의 우려가 있었어요.
They stressed that the company's future plans hinge on whether we can retrieve the Golden Bow through this operation.
Okay, so basically we can get fired. Basically, if we don't, like, succeed in this mission. So we better do our best.
그래서 이번엔 합동 작전으로 갑니다.
Therefore, we will collaborate on a joint operation.
Joint operation?
보다 전문적이고 노련한 이들로 이루어진 림버스 컴퍼니 특수부대.
Oh.
Our partner is a special forces unit consisting of professionals and veterans.
So we're gonna have more people even?
지금은 LCC, 클리어 부서라고 불리던가요?
I believe they are now
잠입작전에서만큼은
monikered the
저희보다 우수하다고 말할 수
LCC,
있을 겁니다.
short for the Limbus Company Clearance Department. Rest assured that they are our batters, at least in espionage operations.
Okay. So we have like moles in the casino practically. We have our people.
이미 이 정도로도 충분히 많다고 생각하는데요.
That's what I was saying, but yeah, since there are people already blend into the casino that can help us navigate through the facility, then I feel like it's a good thing. It'll increase our chances of being unnoticed. But also comes with its risks.
숫자가 중요한 게 아니라는 사실을 드디어 깨달았나 봐.
Okay, hold on. I don't think I read it.
I thought 12 people was already a crowd.
Guess someone finally realized that more isn't always merrier.
우와, 다른 부서를 보는 건 처음이네요. 어디 계시나요?
Interesting. I wonder if Hong Lu has anything to do with J Corporation. Or maybe he feels like at home in this kind of atmosphere. Who knows?
Wowzer! I haven't met staff from other teams before. Just where could they be?
Honglu looked around, expecting Faust to bring them forward for introductions any second. Needless to say, no one showed up like he expected.
우린 전당포로 갑니다.
He just ignored him.
We'll be heading to the pawn shop.
요새도 그런 가게들이 있나?
Is phoning still a thing these days?
이곳은 전당포의 거리라고도 불릴 만큼 대부분의 가게가 전당포를 겸하고 있어요.
We're in the so-called Pawnbrokers Avenue. Most businesses double as pawn shops here.
So who are pawns?
저 가게가 합류 지점이에요. 들어가죠.
That place is our rendezvous. Let's head inside.
Okay, so they're not in the casino. Not yet, at least. Okay, guys, where have you come from? Ooh, hold up. The music? Okay. So jazzy. Oh. The trumpets. Okay. Okay, the guitar sounds sick. Holy hell.
참여하게 되리라.
Get their asses.
자, 죽음으로
Easy.
참여하라.
Okay, I see the announcer. I gotta take Dante off.
이쪽으로.
This music is so fun. Holy crap.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게
이달의
처리하니
정화일
보는 맛이 나는군.
이단이 휘청거리는군.
덜 답답한
분무 안에서 돌아가면 의견을 나누지.
Oh. The switch up? Okay. That's nice. That's sick.
일리 있는 의견이다. 그걸로 하지.
Like some sort of superhero Power Rangers type beat.
너무 우르르 들어오는 거 아니요?
가뜩이나
좁아터진 가게구만.
Looking kind of nice, Grandpa. Okay. A pawn shop. Got a lot of jewelry around here. A J-Corp pawn shop. Ain't you too many visitors at once? The shop's cramped as is.
트럼프로 볼 거요? 아니면 마작점으로 볼 거요?
You prefer your luck of the draw from trumps or mahjong? As we enter the shop, we are met with the gruff greeting of an old pawnbroker.
저게 뭐라는 거냐?
What's this blighter on about?
저만 제2사 안내책자 읽어온 거예요? 베르길리우스 씨가 떠나기 전에 한 번씩 읽어보라고 했잖아요.
Am I the only one who read up on SJ? Vergitos gave us a pamphlet to peruse before we left.
Damn, bro. Vergilius gave us an introduction to the J Nest, and we I guarantee that half of the people did not read it, if not most of them. Thank you for being reasonable, Ishmael.
뭐 표지 정도는 봤던 것 같기도 하고.
Oh, I think I remember glancing at the cover.
이곳에서는 그날 하루의 운에 따라서 받을 수 있는 지불금도 달라져요.
Here, you'll get loans different amounts depending on your fortune for the day.
대복이면 값을 더 치러주겠지만
If you
흉에
draw a great
가까워질수록
bone,
본전도
you
못
get extra
건지게 되는
cash.
거죠.
While misfortune means far less than what the pawn is worth.
아, 그러고 보니 우리 집은 아예 점을 보는 사람들을 정식으로 고용하기도 했어요.
Oh, that reminds me. Our family has hired dedicated fortune tellers.
Yes, I try to give him a British accent. I'm not too good at it, but bear with me. I want to make him stand out, okay? He sounds more like a royalty then.
집을 나오기 직전에 봤던 점에 대복을 뽑았는데 이렇게 다 같이 만날 운명을 암시한 거였나 봐요.
They drew a greater bone for me in the divination they performed before I left. That must have been a sign that I would join all of you wonderful people on our journey.
와, 유복한 집에서 신선 노름이나 해왔던 게 당신의 운명이라니. 저도 다음에는 그런 운명으로 태어나길 기도해야겠네요.
Oh, really? So indulging in lofty leisure on your grand estate was your fated life. Maybe I should pray that I'm born that rich if there's a next time.
난 사양이야. 저런 놈들이 알고 보면 더 더럽게 노는 법이거든.
I'm good. It's for all folks like him that tend to play dirty.
그럴 수도 있겠네요. 저도 어렸을 때부터 제 동생하고는 같이 놀기 싫었던 것 같아요. 맨날 반칙을 쓰면서 심술을 부렸거든요.
You might be right. I didn't get along with my younger sibling in childhood. Always trying to cheat and crouch if things didn't go as desired.
아니, 내가 말한 건 그런 뜻이 아니고.
No, that's not what I was getting at.
다들 점 볼 거야 말 거야?
So you want to get a fortune or not?
그런데 시방 저당 잡을 걸 가지고 있긴 한 거요? 다들 행색이.
Ah, okay. Now I see what that means.
Oh, forget that. Do you people even have anything to pawn? I'm not seeing any wealth on ya.
The pawnbreaker glances over each sinner with a dubious look until his eyes landed on me. Do not even come close to my head. Okay? You ain't getting no head, old man.
저 시계머리는 값이 되긴 하겠군.
Oh, that clock head might be worth a good sum.
얼마로 예상하는데, 영감?
Roger, really? Do you not value head at all?
How much do you think they sell for, old pal?
Roger, not for sale.
연락 받으셨을지 모르겠지만 저희는 림버스 컴퍼니 소속으로
As you were likely contacted in advance, we are from Limbus Company, and
unfortunately, neither the sinners nor the pawnbroker were paying any attention to Faust's words.
아, 이 손수건은 집 나올 때 가져왔던 건데요.
Sure, yeah. You guys enjoy yourselves.
oh, I did bring this handkerchief with me when I left home.
비단의 용자수를 놓았군. 바늘땀이 꼼꼼한 게 이 정도면 700만 안?
Oh, a dragon embroidered on silk. That's some ridiculous needlework, which might net. Let's see, 7 million.
그깟 천조각이 그렇게 비싸다고? 눈이 썩어버린 거 아니야, 영감?
A crummy piece of cloth is worth that much? Have your eyes run out, old geezer?
뭐? 이런 고급품을 못 알아본. 아휴, 그런
아휴.
고물 반지나 끼고 있으니.
Damn this geezer.
What? You don't recognize the value of this quality? Ah, now I see. You're wearing a shabby ring like it's a true treasure.
뭐라고 했냐? 야, 잠깐 비켜봐. 야! 야!
Damn.
What did you just say? Hey! Hey!
아우 시끄러. 단테, 얘네 좀 조용히 시켜줘.
Jeez, cut it out. Dante, please shut them up.
걱정했잖아요, 파우스트.
Oh. Is that our guys? This is supposed to be our rendezvous spot, right? The music switch up is crazy.
Oh, you had us worried, Faust.
Amidst the chaos, a most gentle voice softly landed on my ears. What are you even talking about, Dante? You don't have ears.
보기로 한 시간은 4시였는데 15분이나 지나버려서 당신이 시계 보는 법을 까먹었을 리는 없을
Well, they look
테고요.
sweet.
그렇죠?
They look sweet. Why is such an ominous music, Ness?
We were meant to meet each other at 4, but 15 minutes had passed already. Surely you couldn't have forgotten how to read a clock, right?
Don't worry, ma'am. She always reads me like a book.
네. 버스를 운전한 건 제가 아니니까요.
Certainly not. There was little I could do to alter the driver of the bus.
아하. 그래서 이런 시계 인간까지 데리고 다니는 거야? 알람 기능까진 없었나 보네.
Okay. Quite rude. Huh. So I wonder if these are like disguises or not. Because that hair is fabulous. I don't want to assume. But it looks gorgeous. So you're talking... So you're taking a clock person with you to help with the time. I suppose they didn't come with an alarm. The gentle voice was soon followed by one that didn't even attempt to hide their disdain.
Oh, come on, that's a little harsh. Let's try to leave better first impressions.
I know my voice won't be heard by anyone other than the sinners, but I still can't help but get upset at rude remarks.
너야? 이번에 황금가지 탈환 작전 말아먹은 애들.
Okay. So Vergilius probably already spread rumors about us, like, oh, they're no shit, and they butchered the first mission, and now we're looked down upon. Shut the fuck up. Honestly.
Oh, so it was you. You guys are the team that botched the golden bow retrieval last time.
도시에서 손꼽힌다는 천재가 속한 팀이라길래 주위에서 기대가 많았는데.
Folks had high expectations for your team. What with some of the smartest people in the city being on it.
어쩐지 파우스트 씨 표정이 계속 안 좋아 보이던데.
No wonder. Miss Faust wasn't looking very pleased.
제 표정은 항상 동일했어요.
My face has remained constant.
That is true. Except in the April Fool's event.
야, 넌 왜 가만히 있어? 얘도 나름 두뇌파야. 무시하지 말라고.
Hey, what are you standing around for? Go on now. This fellow here is also the brainy sort. Don't brush him off. What are you talking about? Heathcliff gave Yi-Sung a sideways glance, but what he got in response was lukewarm. Okay. I see Heathcliff, okay. Like, hyping up our boys.
그저 무의미한 자랑이기 때문이요.
I shall not, as that would be a hollow fond.
너 지하에서만 해도 말 많지 않았냐? 왜 갑자기 또 이상해진 거야?
But you were a lot more talkative down in the basement. Who are you and what did you do with Yi-Sung?
본인은 본래부터 이상이었소만.
I am an have always been whom I matched in the mirror.
됐다.
You... forget it.
첫 번째 임무는 애초에 실패를 염두에 둔 계획이었어요.
Our first mission was devised with failure in mind.
각자의 잠재력을 확인하는 시간이 필요했으니까.
We needed an opportunity to see what potential our sinners held.
그랬던 거였어?
Gregor. Shh. My boy. Not the time. Wait, it was?
처음부터 목표가 실패인 작전이라니. 작전이라고 부르기도 못하군.
A plan whose purpose is to fail? That could hardly qualify as a proposal.
베르길리우스님은 어디 갔죠? 전 그분 얼굴이라도 뵐 수 있을까 싶어서 작전에 합류하겠다고 한 건데요.
They hyped this guy up so freaking much. Everyone likes our team just because there's Virgilius on it. And the rest are drags. Well, thank you, I guess. By the way, where's Virgilius? I agreed to assist with the operation mainly for a chance to get to see him.
그분도 쪽팔렸겠지. 이런 애들이랑 같이 다닌다고 생각해봐.
He must have been embarrassed. Imagine accompanying people like these.
그 자식 일부러 멀찌감치 내려준 거였나? 우리가 쪽팔려서?
Is that why he dropped us far away from the place? Just because he was embarrassed of us?
왜 비하 발언에는 반박을 아무도 안 하는 건데요?
Doesn't anyone have a thing to say about us being belittled?
그리고 자기소개라도 해야 잘난 척이든 허세든 의미 있어진다는 거 몰라요?
And won't all the boasting and bluffing not do much if we don't introduce ourselves first?
이번에 합동 작전을 하게 될 분들이에요. 림버스 컴퍼니 클리어 부서 LCC에서 오셨습니다.
These two will be our cooperators for this mission. They're from the Limbus Company Clearance Department, also known as the LCC. Yeah, I don't like them.
비포팀까지 붙여주시죠. 아, 전 소드고 이 사람은 에피랍니다.
The before team of Clarence, please. Ah, I'm Saude. Saude? Saude or Saud? I'm gonna go with Saud for now. And this here's Effie.
뭐 우리가 박수라도 쳐줘야 되는 거?
What, are we supposed to clap or?
우와, 반가워요.
Oh, wonderful! Oh, wonderful! It's a pleasure! Hunglu was the only person on the team welcoming them with total sincerity. I mean, he was looking forward to them, to be fair. He almost even gave a standing ovation. That would be funny as hell. He stood up and clapped at them. Yay! Yay! More company! A good half of the rest stared at the two with cold eyes, and the other way. A good half of the rest stared at the two with cold eyes, and the other wary. A good half of the rest oh God, fuck! A good half of the rest stared at. A good half of the rest stared at. I am gonna commit freaking arson! This music is very fitting right now. A good half of the rest stared at the two with cold eyes, and the others wary, until introductions were finished. I can't with myself sometimes.
아직 모자라.
Yay!
여러분들!
It's level 5! Finally.
왜 그렇게 뒷걸음질을...
Okay, sinners... Let me get Dante away from there. Dante doesn't contribute. A flawless plan.
Uh-huh. Given how long this Canto is, I really doubt that.
자, 이번 작전은요.
Ah,
저희가
look at that.
숟가락으로 떠먹여 줄 테니까 그냥 입을 벌려서 골고루 씹기만 하면 된답니다.
They do look really cool, although I gotta say, the designs go really crazy. I love the braided hair of the guy, if that is a guy. The hairstyles are cool, personalities, the expressions on them, really top notch. And I'm guessing that this is like a sort of uniform of the casino, maybe. They're already prepared. And also this music is slaps! Ooh-hoo! Oh my god. The guitar solo. That's pretty cool. Okay. Now, for this mission, we'll basically spoon-feed you everything. All you have to do is open wide and chew up your simple tasks.
여기 봉투에 든 문서들 확인하시고 거기에 적혀 있는 대로 그대로만 하면 돼요.
Check the documents in the envelope and do exactly, precisely as the papers say. The way Sod dragged out that vowel needled me a bit, but I decided not to argue. Even if I did, the ticking of a clock would be all she'd hear.
뭐야? 말로는 공조라면서 함께할 생각은 전혀 없고 그냥 뒷공문이나
Dude, the guitar
쫓아가는
pops
소리고.
off! That's so cool. Well, there's not a lot of joining together at all in this joint operation, is there? You're just telling us to follow from behind.
자존심 상하네. 이것들이 누구를 모지리로 알아?
This is insulting. Are they taking us for lubbers or what?
관리자님, 이거 그대로 두고
Ooh,
가.
it smells pretty here. Hold up. She's pretty in general. But I like how she's drawn here. Pretty cool.
Look, manager, we've got to put our foot down
두고 봐. 이거 되겠네?
do as they say, I guess?
Huh?
What is there that changes your mind so quickly?
얘네들이 준 문서요. 완벽해요.
The documents they gave us, they're flawless.
이것 봐요. 동선까지 전부 들어있어요. 이렇게 깔끔하고 체계적으로 쓰여있는 문서는 정말 오랜만에 보는데요.
Look at this. It has routes drawn out and everything. It's been ages since I saw a plan this clear and meticulous.
확실히 제대로 된 작전 계획을 써봤던 티가 나는군.
Surely. It is certainly indicative of their knowledge in writing up proper plans of operation.
I guess they are professionals for a reason.
아, 물론 관리자님의 계획성에 비하면 발끝에도 못 미치지만.
This isn't to say that it holds a candle to the level of for thoughts you display, manager.
Convinced by Ishmael's commendation, I opened the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. The goal could be summarized as the following. Reach the top floor of the casino. The top? I thought we were going down. The main reason behind organizing this plan was the first place prize for the table game to be held today. According to the papers, winning the competition held on the top floor of the casino is the only way to gain access to the area with the golden bow. Okay, this is just a game for the entrance. 4 syndicates that jointly bid on the casino will be playing in this game of chance. Of the 4, we will be using the name of the infamous
Ting Tang Gang?
이름이 조직의 성격까지 대변해주진 않아요. 얕은 편견일 뿐이죠.
A name doesn't necessarily reflect the nature of an organization. That's a shallow prejudice.
편견이라는 색깔 안경을 구태여 끼우는 것은 이상적이지 아니하오.
It is unideal for one to choose to see things through the tinted lens that is bias.
Again, Yi-sang with his unideal, which I was told that unideal in Korean, I think, sounds relatively similar to Yi-sang. So it's like a wordplay.
Right.
Back to the plan, we'll disguise as the boss of the Ting Tang Gang and win that game of chance. Afterwards, we have to go to the underground floors where the golden bow lies. So, we will have to change, right? Leading up to the game, we'll use the items and clothing we can find in the pawn shops to disguise as our given roles, enter the casino and wait for the team on the top floor to win the game. Okay, I love that so far, okay? I love the plot where the characters need to disguise themselves, dress up in different garments, and pretend to be someone they're not. I'm excited about this. And that's about it for the outline of this plan, I think. Hey, wait a second. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our player doesn't win?
혹시나 할 때를 대비해서 위조 신분증까지 준비해 놨답니다. 카지노에서 불시에 신분 검사를 할 수도 있으니까.
We've prepared fake identification as well. It's just in case the casino security runs random inspections on visitors.
좋아. 다 좋은데. 꼭대기층의 갬블에서는 어떻게 이길 작전이야?
Alright, that's all fine and dandy. But how do you plan to win once we're at the top floor?
우리 복장을 보면 감이 잡히지 않아?
Who do you think our outfits are for? Okay, we're gonna swindle them.
카지노 딜러로 자연스럽게 섞이기 위해 몇 개월을 연습했지.
Damn, the dedication is crazy. You've had this plan for a while. Would be crazy if something went wrong, right? Yeah. We practiced for months to pass off as bona fide croupiers.
알아서 좋은 패를 넘겨줄 거야. 눈만 멀쩡히 달려 있으면 이기는 건 걱정할 필요도 없지.
We'll give you good luck. The game is in your bag. All you need is a pair of functioning eyes.
Effie mumbles the last parts to himself again, while casting a sidelong scowl at our group. He's making it painfully obvious he has no faith in us.
콩콩이 파트목으로는 어떻게 위장할 건데?
And how are we gonna take the place of the Ting Tang Gang's boss?
카지노에서 제공되는 식사에 수면제를 섞을 거예요. 주방장이랑도 이미 얘기가 끝났답니다.
We'll put sedatives in the food served at the casino. We've already finished negotiating the details with the head chef.
수면제.
Sedatives. What's up? Strange reaction from Yi-sang, okay. Sao and Effie winked at each other. It was a gesture demonstrating that the two were ideal partners, able to tell each other's thoughts just from exchanging glances.
사장님, 진열 때 여기서부터 저기까지 물건들 좀 보고 있을게요.
Hey, the pawnbroker. We'll be taking a look at the goods on showcase from here to there.
네? 아이고, 예, 그러면요. 찬찬히 둘러보세요.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Please take your time, ma'am.
The pawnbroker's attitude took a sharp turn from disdainful to kowtowing.
그럼 다들 진열장에서 알맞은 물건을 가져가죠.
Now then, let's take what we need from this display.
우와, 이거 구프샤 디자이너가 제작했던 브로치죠?
Oh my, this is a gotcha designer brooch, isn't it?
야,
이걸 알아보시는 분이 계실 줄이야. 저희 전당포의 대들보 있죠. 10개밖에 제작이 안 되어서 아마 부르는 게 값이...
Yeah, what discerning eyes you have there, sir. This butte is a mainstay of our shop's catalog. Only 10 of those were ever made, so it's worth... It's positively...
저희 집 강아지가 산책할 때마다 끼고 다니는 목줄 장식이었어요. 아, 다시 보니까 너무 반갑네요.
My dog used to have one of those on his collar whenever we took it out for walkies. It's so nice to see something that brings back pleasant memories. Yeah, he's just built different. You're no match for him.
나는 이 소가죽으로 만든
And
장갑을
he's so cute
탐내는데
too.
이걸
for
샀던 녀석은
walkies.
아마 패션 센스가 남달랐을 것 같아.
I'm down for these cowhide gloves. Whoever had them must have been a fashionista.
봉투에 적혀 있는 대로 가져가세요. 각자 맡은 역할이 있답니다.
We're going against the plan already. Please take items that suit what's written in the envelopes. You have roles to play. No, we're taking whatever we want. Man, I'm convinced that this is Roger's Canto. So, I'm super curious how this is all gonna tie into her past. Will the casino have something to do with it? Or maybe... okay, I'm thinking like that the story we are going to experience is gonna connect to Roger's past. But what they could do is repeat what they did with Gregor. So whatever's gonna happen in the casino is not gonna have any relation to Roger whatsoever. But then when we go down into the underground levels, we're gonna trigger Roger's ego there and enter her memories. Which, I like the concept of entering egos and experiencing the memory for ourselves. It's like, replaces the flashback system. But it's also kind of lame because it feels kind of random and doesn't really tie into the story itself. But Gregor's ego was tied in from the beginning to the end of the Canto, because we were experiencing his life, his soldiers, you know? And we met the corporation that was behind all the things that we've seen. So, it was actually really well balanced. If the story we are about to experience with the casino is not gonna have any relation to Rodia and her ego is going to be just isolated on her own, it's not gonna like be tied to the main plot of our adventure here, then that's gonna be lame. That's my expectations, but maybe this game will prove me wrong. We'll see.
이보시오! 내 봉투에는 청소부라고 써져 있는데 뭔가 착오가 있는 것 같소만?
You know, this point of view puts everything in such a perspective. Don Quixote is so small. She's such a baby. She's so cute. Pardon, but the envelope I have received says janitor. This must be an error of some sort.
좋아, 다 좋은데 돈은 어떻게 지불할 작정이야?
Okay, it's good and all, but do you have the money to pay for all this?
격떨어지게 예산 걱정을 왜 하는 거야? 이 블랙 카드로는 못 긁는 게 없어.
Worrying about spendings? Who do you think we are? Some low-rank hirelings? There's nothing I can't afford using this black card.
단테, 어떻게 된 거야? 툭불 고기는 예산 딸려서 못 먹는다며.
Dante, what's this about? You told me we can't have prime beef because we don't have the budget.
수준 이상의 성과를 보이는 부사에겐 회사에서 한도 없는 카드를 준다는 소문이 사실이었군요.
So the rumors were true. That teams with notable performance are given a company card with no spending limit.
Oh, Roy is gonna be fired up like, we have to nail this. Dante, we have to nail this now. Well, everyone was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card. A loud voice came from outside. Okay.
어이 할배, 오늘까지 자릿세 내야 한다는 거 나만 아는 사실이었어?
Rustic sounding Ting Tanger. Okay. Ting Tang Gang. Are we gonna look like these guys? Alright, good. Did I say your payment was due today? Someone who clearly belongs to a vicious syndicate entered the pawnshop.
한 번만 봐주십시오. 다음에는 꼭 납부하겠습니다.
Please, give me one more chance. I swear I'll have the money ready.
한 번? 할배, 덧셈도 못해? 지난번에도 똑같이 말했잖아. 내가 놓친 내 숫자 공부 봐주느라 형님한테 깨져야겠어.
One more? Can't you do the basic math? You said the same thing last time. Boss won't like me wasting precious time reteaching your kindergarten. You hear?
저같이 힘없고 몸도 성치 않은 노인네한테 뽑아먹을 게 무엇이 있다고?
I'm just a frail old man standing on totally feet. There's really nothing you'll get out of shaking me down.
Leading with an overly loud voice, the pawnbroker looked at us.
이제는 큰 소리를 치네. 화내봐, 화내. 그래야 나도 죄책감이란 게 줄어들 것 같으니까.
You're talking back now. Yeah, go on there, get mad. I won't feel so guilty that way.
In a way, he looked like he was covertly begging us to help him, based on his expression. The sinner's attention was naturally drawn to the ongoing row.
거기 뭘 봐? 구경 났냐?
What are you looking at? You think I'm playing?
와, 진짜 전형적인 대사라서 대꾸하고 싶지도 않았어요. 좀 더 창의적인 시비를 걸 순 없는 걸까요?
Gee, that was so stereotypical. I didn't even get the urge to reply. Can people get more creative about throwing taunts?
저희가 도와줘야 하는 거 아닐까요?
Shouldn't we help out, maybe?
Unlike Ishmael, who scoffed at the groom, Sinclair anxiously glanced over.
어쩔 수 없답니다. 뒷골목은 뒷골목 나름대로의 규율이 존재하고 그것들이 얼기설기 엮여서 돌아가는 구조니까요.
We have no choice. The backstreets have their own rules and order. We aren't the ones to disturb the complex web of their society.
우리 같은 외지인들이 어설프게 개입을 하면 눈에만 띌 뿐이에요.
Outsiders like us will only cause a bigger scene if we try to step in.
Pleased by the sinners choosing to stay away, the goon continued with the extortion.
돈이 없으면 그거를 내놓으면 되잖아. 몇 번이나 말했는데.
If you ain't got money, why don't you pay your dues in that instead? We keep telling you.
그것만은 안 됩니다. 제발.
Anything but that, please.
Is it really okay to leave them be?
영복이 그러시면 제가 나설까요, 관리자님?
Shall I settle the dispute for them so it does not bother you, manager?
그런데 그거라는 게 뭐지?
What does that cluster mean by that anyway?
이곳엔 돈보다 더 가치 있는 재화가 존재해요.
Oh? A currency more valuable than money exists in this district.
제2사의 특이점은
It's well known
무엇이든 잠글
that
수 있는
J-Corp's
강력한 보안
singularity is a powerful security technology capable of blocking anything. Damn, okay.
하지만 그런 보안 기술이
What is
생겨난
less known,
데에는
however, is the
제2사
extensive
뒷골목에
cultural and historical
오래된 문화와
background of
역사를
the
바탕으로 하고
back
있어요.
streets of Nest J that led to the singularity's creation.
역사? 너 지금 그걸 여기서 설명하겠다는 말이냐? 난 입사 조건에 공부까지 있는 줄 몰랐다고.
History? History? Are you seriously about to lecture us here and now? I was never told about any mandatory education when I joined this company. In spite of the opposition, Faust went on with her explanation. She's petty.
이곳에선 사람들의 소망력을 추출해낼 수 있는 기술이 사용되고 있어요.
Here, a technology exists to extract wish power from people.
특이점으로
That
승인되기에는
was not widely
보편성이 다소
known
떨어져서
outside this district,
대중적으로
since it
알려지진
didn't quite
않았지만
have the since it didn't quite have the generality to be recognized as the singularity.
일종의 운을
In
사고 파는
essence,
거예요.
it's
화폐처럼.
processing luck into a commodity that can be traded, like a form of money. That's interesting. So J-Corp's technology allows to trade luck. Fascinating.
이 소망력을 무력으로
It
추출당하지
brought forth the
않기
need for a way to
이를
stop others
방어하는
from
보안
forcibly
기술까지
extracting this
생겨나는
wish
거죠.
power, leading to the creation
그게
of a security technology
지금의
that
특이점으로
ultimately
이어진 거고요.
developed into the singularity we know today. But that's concerning. Okay, singularity. Singularity, so singularity is a security measure from people stealing luck. But still, can someone take luck from some random person for themselves and have more luck, and then come at the table and have a bunch of luck ready, so luck just helps them win? Would that work? I'm struggling to understand the concept of trading luck.
야, 파우스트. 이놈들한테 눈높이 교육시키느라 고생이 많겠다.
Gee whiz, Faust. Must be tiring having to teach these doctors in ways they can get it.
염두에 두고 있었던 일이라 괜찮아요.
It's fine. This was within my anticipated scenario.
그 말투 무진장 거슬리는데.
I don't like the way you say that.
자, 그럼 우린 진열대에 있는 적당한 물건들을 각자 집은 다음에 여길 벗어나자고요.
Come on now, gather the items to help with your disguises so we can leave. Sold flapped the document, full of scheduled plans to emphasize that we'd be busy.
우린 일개 회사원이지 정의를 위해 나서는 히어로가 아니잖아요.
We're salaried workers, not heroes fighting for justice. Yeah, they're just doing their job. But even though you're doing your job, you're still shit people.
Wait, not that word.
A bad feeling rushing through my head prompted me to count the sinners I could see. A bad word. She said a bad word. I'm having a panic attack. Day-to-day work. Salaries. Paycheck to paycheck. Poverty. Working class. Okay, I see where this is going.
That does not align with a certain someone's beliefs.
And it's one that would severely provoke her principles. Yep. Get ready. Actually, no. Guys, stand in the way, because these guys are about to get fucked. Ishmael seems to have noticed that what I meant, and hurriedly looked around. Don't look around. Stay as the meat shield. I am ready. I am ready to endure torture, and you should be ready to die, but don't let these guys die. We need them, okay? be their meat shield right now.
남의 귀중품을 함부로 약탈하려 하다니! 필시 악인의 행동이라고밖에 볼 수 없다.
Thou darest try to pilfer the valuables of others? This behavior can only be seen as wholehearted villainy!
Oh no! Don Quixote!
But it was a moment too late. Don Quixote had already sprinted forward and was swinging her lance at the ting-tanger. Oh, okay. Who gripped the pawnbroker by the collar. Okay, never mind. Never mind. She is doing justice. What? For a second there, I really thought she was gonna she was gonna rush at our at our dear compatriots, companions, and skewer them for making fun of her principles. But no, nope. She's busy delivering justice. Caught completely unaware, the goon was hit right on the head with the blunt side of her lance. Knocked out on the floor in a frisky swing, the fainted goon became the center of attention for all of us inside the pawn shop for a solid minute. Yep.
참고로 수감자들을 통제하는 역할은 제게 주어진 업무에 포함되지 않았어요. 이쪽 분의 역할이죠.
Boss is like, yeah, I'm not getting paid enough for this. For your information, keeping the sinners in check is not part of my job description. That will be the job of this person here. Do not point fingers at me.
Don't give me that look, okay? There's nothing in my abilities to keep her under control.
Okay, Dante, okay, that's just an excuse. You know, you had a feeling that this was gonna happen. I could not stop myself from defending my position even when I was aware that my voice wouldn't reach anyone besides the sinners. Excuses, Dante! Oh well, it's not like my defense would have made them look any less baffled towards me if they could hear it. Be grateful, old man. Give us stuff for free now. The pawnbroker was the only one chuffed by this turn of events.
아이고, 그놈 꼴 좋네요. 하지만 살짝 더 세게 내리쳤어도 좋았을 법했습니다.
A great work, ma'am. Serves that hooligan right. But I'll say, you could have whooped him a tad harder, maybe.
베르길리우스가 악인을 처단하는 건 상관없지만 작전의 인물들까지 끌어들이면 곤란해질 거다. 라고 해서 말이요. 힘 조절을 했다네.
He did the impression of him. Vergilius advised me that while I am free to deliver justice unto villains, I must do so without unduly involving irrelevance in our mission. Thus, I showed moderation. I'm so proud of you. for showing restraint. Her proud expression never looked so provoking.
So you remembered his words and still leaped forward.
신념을 지켜야 하기에 어쩔 수 없었네. 부디 이해해주거나.
'Twas a necessary action to stay true to my creed. Please understand my virtuous violence. You do you, Don Quixote. Women can have hobbies too.
그런데 이놈 설마 죽은 건 아니겠지요?
Not to kill the mood, but the ruffian isn't actually dead, right?
영감, 방금 전까지는 아쉬워하지 않았어?
I thought you wanted her to get straight to Wallop's old spot.
그건 그렇지만 이러다 유로지비가 나서면 여러모로 복잡해지지 않습니까?
I did, but things would get very complicated if the Eurogivia showed up, you know?
유로지비? 걔네가 왜 여기에? 아니,
아.
그보다 걔네 걱정을 왜 하는 거야?
Well, she recognized the name. The Eurodivia? Okay, hold on. Eurodivia. 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 Or Urodivia. The Eurodivia? What are they doing here? No, forget that. Why are you worried about them?
아이고, 소식도 듣는구만요. 벌써 몇 개월 전부터 이 근처에서 깽판을 치고 있는데.
Not up to date with the news, are you, ma'am? They've been causing trouble here for months now.
그들도 악당인가?
Are they villains? Are they villains as well?
아유, 저희한테는 악당이죠. 뭐라 그랬더라? 돈을 공치고 있는 장사치들을 조져서 힘든 사람에게 나눠야 한댔나? 뭐에 분배라 하던데.
Oh, they're villains to us humble merchants for sure. They were going on about, what was it? Roughing up greedy peddlers, keeping money for themselves, and giving it to those who need it. Distributing something, they said.
Oh, so they're basically like Robin Hoods, they fight for justice as well.
부의 재분배.
The redistribution of wealth. Hey, Marcel, look who decided to talk.
아, 맞아요. 그거. 아휴, 우리들이 무슨 돈이 있다고 심지어 자기들이 와서 그러는 것도 아니에요. 매번 이 지역 깡패들을 시켜서 그러고 다니다니까요.
That's it, yes. Oh, those scoundrels are robbing us poor saps of what little wealth we have. And they don't even do the dirty work themselves. It's always the local brutes they send. Can you believe it?
하여간 지들이 옳은 일 한답시고 기세등등하게 다녀서 힘들어요. 처음에는 뭘 찾으려고 하는 것 같았는데 이제는 돈이나 뺐군.
Yeah, life has been hard for us because of those self-righteous bunches. Looked like they were here to find something at first, but all they do is squeeze money out of us.
근데 말이야, 우리 피해야 하지 않을까? 콩콩이 파들이 들이닥칠지도 모르는데.
I just realized. Shouldn't we take our leave now? More toffees from the Ting Tang gang might be coming this way. Okay, so Roger does seem to be quite familiar with that. Is it organization or what? What is that exactly? Eurodivia. Urodivia. I don't know that word. I can't tell. But she definitely has history with them. That's for sure. It seemed like Rodia deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I had little time to think about the implications. And yeah, it's fair. The gang member Don Quixote had knocked out began to flinch, as though to get back up soon.
골치 아프게 쓸데없이 일만 벌려서는.
What a hassle. You're making the problem bigger than it had to be.
아니 봐. 머핀과 소보를 했나? 너무 표정국이지 말라고. 널려 있는 게 전당포잖아. 얼마든지 대체를.
Hey, nothing, some blood, was it? Don't be so tired now. Don't be so tired now. There are plenty of pawn shops around here, right? You can always find a different.
에피랑 소드예요. 사람 이름을 맛있게 만들어 주시지는 않았으면 좋겠어요.
It's Effie and Saude. Please don't mistake our names for confections.
그리고 널려 있는 게 전당포라는 뜻은 다시 말해
And your statement that there are plenty of pawn shops in the vicinity won't mean much.
이 소동을 눈치챈 모든 전당포가 곧 문을 닫을 거라는 소리랍니다.
When said pawn shops notice the trouble happening here and close.
Don Quixote!
바보들한테 일일이 설명하기도 이제 지친다. 얼른 나가자.
I'm getting tired of lecturing these idiots on every little thing. We should just leave. Why does Regulus always provide us with assholes to work with? Shows who he is. Right as I tried to leave, someone wearing similar thuggish clothes to the one we'd just knocked out, with a face that looked just as rough, stormed into the shop.
어이 영감, 우리 막내 보지 못해.
어이 강감, have you seen a look?
비실아, 이게 다 무슨 일이냐?
We sleepy. What's going on here? We did our best to pretend to be innocent customers who just happened to be in the pawn shop at the wrong time. However, in an unfortunate concurrence of events, the goon came back to senses.
어떤 새끼야? 어서 말해. 내가 아주 사지를 찢어줄란게.
Who did this? Tell me now! The baby's gonna regret the buying the goon stems!
저기
Over there!
빨간 시계 대가리.
That red puss. What did I do? The direction that finger was pointing was simply too unambiguous for me to pretend otherwise. Plus, there's no point in denying that I was meant by Red Timepuss, as I'm sure there would be literally no one else mentioning that description in the entire district.
노파심에 덧붙이지만 저는 전혀 모르는 일입니다. 이제 막 얼음찜질을 해드리려고 수건을 가지고 가려던 참이었었죠.
Uh-huh. Sure, buddy, sure.
Just you don't get the wrong idea. I had nothing to do with these people. Well, what happened here? I was just about to bring a towel to cool this poor fellow's head.
저 노인네가 진짜.
The smarmy gaffer.
기대도 안 했지만 줏대라고는 바람에 흔들리는 갈대만도 못하네요.
I had no expectations for him in the first place, but that man really has a shaky read for his backbone. Although the pawnbroker switching sides in a heartbeat and the finger-pointing clock slander over something I wasn't responsible for too hurt me a little, I was determined to stand firm.
야, 여기 작것들. 스톱. 동작 그만.
Yeah. Friolitos over there. Stop! Freeze in your tracks. Mostly because it was clear that we had to run right now. If I kept letting small things bother me, I would be reduced to a pulp sooner rather than later.
뭘 도망쳐? 귀찮은데 그냥 다 죽이자.
No need to run. Let's just kill them all and be done with it.
왜? 아주 콩콩이 팔을 뿌리째 뽑아내자고 하지?
What's next? You're gonna wipe out the whole syndicate?
그것도 나쁘지 않겠어.
That doesn't sound too bad.
악의 무리는 단숨에 뿌리를 뽑아야 정의가 바로 서는 법.
The forces of evil must be uprooted with haste in order to raise the banner of justice high.
저기, 너희 중엔 정신이 똑바로 박혀있는 직원이 정말 없는 거야?
So, is there seriously no one in your team who's in their right mind? Ishmael looked insulted by this remark and seems to be thinking of a counter-argument by the Tang Tang goons arming themselves were a more pressing matter.
Let's just get out of here first.
Man, it really is taking a while. Holy hell. I wasn't expecting it to actually have a fight there. There's a boss here. It doesn't say if it's a book or a sword. Oh, no, okay, never mind. There's gonna be a battle there. But we've been here long enough, man. Damn. And it's only 3. It's oh. Yeah, buckle up, boys. It's gonna take a while. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next one. I don't know how many episodes Canto 2 is gonna take, but it's gonna take a while. But I'm just gonna take my time with it. I'm not gonna rush. So, I hope you guys enjoy the pace I'm moving at. Because this is the pace I am most comfortable with. I don't want to make episodes too long. I want to keep them less than 2 hours at least. Around 1.5 hours if possible, but it didn't really work out this time. And I doubt it will work out later. But yeah. Well, we'll see where this goes. We'll see. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you all in the next one. Vroom vroom.